Vegas Live with Ninon. Next to me, I have
Eugene Rich.
Eugene. I'll
Yes.
get it right. Eugene Rich.
Yes.
You have this. I seem to be confronted with my shows today with great big long names that I can't pronounce, can't do, and I'm like, because it's the first time I've met them, as you all know out there, that I do not pre-interview anybody, so I have no idea what anybody does. I have no idea what you. The only thing I know what. I presume I'm going to call you Jay.
Yes.
We'll have the J.
Yes.
And you are a director. That's
Yes.
your main thing you're doing right now, or
Directing.
always down? Have you always
Well,
been a director?
no, actually, this is my first time directing a film. Like I
Okay.
used to work, I used to live in Hollywood, and I used to work, like behind the scenes. I've worked on Dr. Phil and different programs and whatever. But that was just the learning phase, production assistant.
You have to learn somewhere.
Yeah, you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. Yes.
Yeah. So from there, I started like producing my own projects. I had my own like little talk show, and I had a game show. All these things back in the day.
What game show did you have?
It was called Karaoke Hollywood. It was like a
Karaoke Hollywood.
yeah.
So everybody would come up and sing.
Well, yeah. I would actually have auditions around the city, and then have people come out and just sing, and it was fun. It was very fun.
Well, that was fun because then The Voice came along and all the other
Right,
shows came along.
Exactly.
Jay, you could have been a
Exactly.
What
I
happened?
tried, but they wouldn't take my stuff. And all of a sudden, I saw things kind of like it.
And they were all copying you.
Exactly. So, but I took that opportunity, and I just kind of created my own fan base back then. This was when YouTube was first like coming out new. You could only post like 5 to 10 minutes of footage, and that was it. But it's different now, right?
Yes.
And then I just I in 2010, living in LA, during the time when the housing market was crazy, everyone was going homeless. I was one of those people. I like ended up living in my van, whatever. And like the last guy said, it was like, there's always in tragedy there's comedy.
Yes.
So instead of writing,
there was nothing funny about that,
there
right?
totally was nothing funny about it at all.
There was nothing funny about that one.
But I just went on and I started writing, this comedy.
Yeah.
And it was just what I could do at that particular time. I could only just laugh because there was so much going on around you.
There was nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do, right? You can only laugh.
Yes.
And finally this year, 11 years later or whatever, I finally decided it's time to bring this to life.
Yes.
So I decided to, at one point a couple of months ago, started pre-production on my trailer. I did a short as well.
Is that what you do? You have to when you're starting out in the film business. You start out with something small to cope with it, just to sort of see how it all runs.
Yeah, exactly.
With the sound and
right,
the filming,
lighting and everything,
and the cast and the lighting
Yeah.
and all that, because it's
Very
not
expensive.
something. Well, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
But also number two, you've got to have all this thing in order. And if
Yeah.
you don't have it, because the sound is really
it's so important. The most important.
Yes, it's one of the most important things. An actor, you can always change things a little
Right.
bit, and the filming is very
Yeah,
important.
very
Investigating,
important.
very, very
Right.
important.
Your
to
DP,
get
your
those-
crew, everything, the lighting,
Yes.
the sound. I mean, it's one thing to record from camera sound, but it's another thing when you actually record using, a separate sound technician, and their
Yes.
equipment, because you want to have the best quality sound.
Absolutely.
There's nothing worse than having it sounds like people are talking out of a trash can.
Yeah,
you know.
you can change a lot of
Yeah.
things regarding
Right.
filming, but you can't change sound.
Yeah.
Sound is a
that's
little
a done
bit-
deal.
Yeah, it's a dead dot,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one. Because I've been through it,
Yes.
so I know what sound is.
Oh yes. So the
Anyway.
film is called Ed and Dan's Mazel Tov Adventure. Basically, it's about two kids from LA. They sneak off to Vegas when their family goes on a Hawaiian vacation, and
Oh.
and they end up in all this drama, and most of it takes place in jail. And of course,
How old are they?
they're like 18.
Oh,
They're
okay.
18.
So
Yeah,
they're 18
they're
years
18-year
old.
kids. Yeah. And so the car that they have, is already like a stolen car that they're renting, and then that car is used in a bank robbery. There's just so much drama. Yeah, while they get out here in Vegas, and they meet this character named Sweet Johnny, and he's like really after them per se, so he kind of scares them as they come in, right?
This sounds like real
yeah,
life.
Yeah, this is real life.
This sounds like more like
right,
real.
real life. So he comes in and he's like the, I guess the antagonist more or less, and it's just a bunch of good things going on. It's funny, it's hilarious. You have a concert that happens. You have everything. drag queens are in there, and trainees, everybody.
He's actually got the whole of Vegas involved.
Exactly.
Every
it's
single
all inclusive.
gender.
Yes, it's
Every
all
gender.
inclusive. Exactly. So we didn't leave no stones
nothing's
unturned.
nothing's
Nothing.
left out.
Absolutely. I mean, it's multicultural as well. So I have like different accents. I have I have different races, cultures, everything.
Do you have an English accent in there?
I have a girl from Australia. So
That's not English.
I know. I have a Russian accent. I have Philippine. I have, but I tried. I tried. But nevertheless,
I'll forgive you.
you forgive me. But hey, in the final film, we can do that. Okay,
Yeah,
that's right. This is
just
just an experiment. That's all. But yeah, it was a great experience, and now it's up on Indiegogo as well. So I just started a campaign for that. So I'm really just trying to get the whole film done. No rush. I mean, if it's done within this year or the next 6 months, my main goal is to raise the funds, and I want to do it right.
And
so
how are you raising funds for this?
Well, mostly I'm doing it through Facebook,
Okay.
through in the website called Indiegogo.com,
Okay.
and you can look up Ed and Dan's Mazel Tov Adventure on Indiegogo.com. But that's how I'm doing it. I'm going to actually be going out in a few weeks to Fremont and to the Strip. Got to get the licenses and insurance, and we're gonna kind of like just do like an interview and have people donate on the spot, as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so we're gonna have like a couple of people dressed up in the jail costumes as well.
So
yeah.
you're going to capture the people on the streets.
Oh,
and
yeah.
They can't escape.
They can't escape, and I'm going to tell them that my prisoners, they cannot get out of jail unless you fund this project.
Well, you don't have like Monopoly. You have a get out of jail.
Right,
card.
exactly. That's exactly.
You don't have a get out.
Exactly. That's the only way they're going to be able to get out. So yeah, but it's an awesome film. It's very fun. It's been received quite well.
Now, how long has this film taken from the beginning until now?
Well, I mean, I shot it in 4 days as far as the short version.
Yes.
Right, I shot it in 4 days.
You wrote it. When did you write it?
I wrote it in 2010 when I was homeless.
I want
yeah.
to find out.
Yeah, I wrote it. Yeah.
You wrote it when you were homeless, so that was very into what was going on.
Exactly.
Into the movie, so
Right.
it was kind of a true story.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was definitely like something that was just like, at the time,
I was, this up.
Yeah, I was like at my lowest point, but at the same time, like I said, I just needed to do something amazing, just write something happy because I needed to bring my spirit. Plenty of time. I had no time to lose, nowhere to go, no job, no place to live but my van, so I was good. Yes.
Oh, good thing.
Yes.
Now, what are you doing now? You have to make a living.
Yeah.
So what?
Well, what I do now is that I still travel for work. I still travel selling massage equipment or whatever, medical devices. So I do that occasionally still. Before the pandemic, it was like really, really, I did it every day, almost like every weekend.
Yes.
But that when the pandemic happened, of course, you had to stop.
Everybody
stopped. But now it's different. I'm doing it, but not so much. I'm just kind of slowly getting back into it. So that's my living.
That's your living.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the reason I asked that question, because everybody, we all think that they've all got this tons of money to do these films and do this stuff, and they don't.
No.
So everybody seems to have a second job.
Yeah,
We all have a second job. We all have something to keep whatever our passion is.
Exactly.
We have it something to keep it going.
Exactly.
And you like that.
Yes.
So what else do you do? Anything else apart?
Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, writing. I was mostly involved in TV. Like I said, back in the day. Yeah. So the film thing for me is kind of new. As far as like delving into that. But any form of entertainment, I think comedy is my strong point, more or less. So that's what I like to do.
You like to do that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but you also think that this making movies and doing is definitely what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what exactly.
That's kind of your passion.
Exactly.
That is.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to work for other people and be a producer or do anything like that, or just your own?
No, my own.
Your own.
Yeah, my own.
You just want to do your own thing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool,
exactly.
Isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
have you decided that you're going to put this into Cannes or any of the film festivals?
Well, I'm actually I submitted to Sundance. I submitted to other few festivals as well. So I'm just basically doing whatever I can because I want to get it made and I want to have it on major streaming platforms as well. Yeah, exactly.
Now, what about your family? Do they?
Well, they're in Georgia, and they always thought I was crazy. So I left Georgia on a whim.
So they always thought he was crazy.
Right.
Now he's actually 100% proof.
Yes, exactly. Yes, I've proven my craziness. So yes.
Okay, we were right.
Right, exactly. Right. Yeah. I left Atlanta on a whim. Whim just came out here to LA like with no money in my pocket, just an opportunity, and I took it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that was in 2003. Yeah.
Opportunity knocks once.
That's right. Exactly. You better open the door.
Open the door. Don't keep that door closed.
Exactly.
How can anybody reach you for the funding?
Actually, you can go to, like I said, Indiegogo and put in Ed and Dan's Mazel Tov Adventure. You can reach me at Performant Pictures, PERFORMANT Pictures on Facebook as well, or Jerome Richardson at Facebook as well. Either
Okay,
way.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Where did you get this name of this movie? It's rather a long name.
I know, it's kind of funny. It just happened. It was just like, I was managing one little kid who was Jewish at the time. I was a manager, and I just decided to just come up with this name. It just came out of nowhere.
Because Mazel Tov, as we all know.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, exactly. But everything that they go through is totally not good luck. It is totally the opposite. It's irony, but it's so funny. It's hilarious.
And when the parents find out, do they bail them out and get them back home?
Well, they kind of get home before the parents find out.
So the parents don't know anything.
They don't know, but when they get back home, they discover that something happens. Yeah.
Something happens.
Something happens. Yes.
Something happened with my little angel son.
Yes.
I thought he was a little angel,
yes,
right?
but he wasn't. Far from a fallen angel, I would say.
Well, Jerry, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
having
having me. Thank you.
And of course, as you know, anybody can come on my show. Just get in touch with Talent at Vegas Live with Ninon, or call up. You can always call up my name, Ninon de Verde Rosa, and you can get hold of me there. You can get hold of me on Facebook, and anybody out there that would like to come on the platform, Vegas Live with Ninon, and present what they do, how they do it, and what they want, a little bit of publicity, why not? We'll be right back with our next guest. You take care. If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe, Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up, and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back, Vegas Live with Ninon.